Hi again. Yeah, sorry, I didn't quite set everything up as expediently as I normally do. But
Hey-o.
hey, Sam, I just started streaming. I was gonna just let you jump on whenever, but you just
I'll probably
started.
jump in. I'm having a bit of fun because I've just finished Resident Evil 2 on the normal difficulty setting with an S ranking, and believe it, get this, Ollie, I unlocked something for it.
Oh, really? What?
I got an infinite ammo handgun.
Nice.
For every single playthrough I do, apparently, if you get an S rank on the harder difficulty settings, you
Yeah.
get different weapons.
Yeah. Oh, I've changed the little message at the bottom instead of saying "come say hi" to just plugging my Twitter and main channel and Twitch. Apparently, in order to grow an audience, you've got to. That's what I feel like when I tell people I've done things.
Oh, Harmon. But you're all chapped and sore. How'd you put some cream on?
Yeah. But yeah, I just wanted to play the game some more, and you know how I like to have the whole story on streams for posterity's sake. So.
Okay, I just took the tyrant down, technically.
Yeah, cool.
I just shot him in the face, more on his knee, so it's giving me a chance to run away. Also, the detail of shooting things, I've shot a woman's legs off with a handgun. And her arms. Bitch ain't coming back after that. I hope.
Yeah. Well, as I say, I just wanted to continue the story, but I also don't want to miss any on my channel, so I thought I'd just do like a casual stream. Jump on and watch if you want. If not, I'm...
Me and after yesterday, we had we had a lot of Ian's laugh.
Yes. I have, of course, invited Ian.
Yeah, well, someone in a bad mood.
Oh, Sam, although, if you are going to jump on, could you do me a favour and drop a comment so that I can see if it shows up? Because I've done the thing that fixed it last time, and I want to confirm whether or not it actually did it.
I'll try.
I like the new gummy shit.
It's difficult because I'm also having to keep an eye on Nicole.
Oh, no. I mean, this is only if you're not busy, you know. You're under no obligation for anything.
Yeah. Oh, I know I'm under no obligation.
Not that I'd be able to tell you if you were, like, you're your own man.
Yeah.
Ian also would like to podcast later if you're up for it.
Yeah, I did see that post. I did see him post that. Yeah, we just
what were we going to podcast about again?
I can't remember exactly. I think it was going to be about Silent Hill's 20th anniversary.
Ah, okay. Well, we're a day late with the...
Yeah, but it's still okay to talk about it.
Yeah.
I mean, I know you aren't much of a Silent Hill buff.
I'm a bit of a noob where it comes to Silent Hill.
Yeah.
I played the crap out of the demo when I had it on PS1. So.
Yeah, we just had our advocacy worker over to go over a bit of paperwork because, well, we've got like an action plan for Nicole, and on one bit they lied about something, so we wanted to clear that up.
It wasn't necessarily a lie. It's been miscommunication, but it was inaccurate.
Even so, it's the implications.
Yeah.
What was the lie?
Basically, at one point, my knees gave way and I fell while holding Nicole, but I made it abundantly clear I took the brunt of the fall. Nicole took no damage.
Yeah.
I'm the only one who actually got hurt. They've decided to say that I fell and Nicole hit her head off the side of a chair.
Where did they get that from?
That's what they're trying to figure out, because even the advocacy worker said, I was there. I listened to you when you said this. This was never a thing. So I want to know where they got the fact that she fell and hit her head off the chair, and they made emphasis on the fact that while the chair is soft and everything, it's not like a hard wooden one. It's still the fact it's still bad that we didn't seek medical attention, and we reiterated because I fell and took the fall. Nicole fucking didn't take any damage.
You didn't seek medical attention. You didn't seek medical attention for it because it didn't fucking happen.
Yeah.
But, I mean, I'm not one of those that waits till he's dying to see a doctor, but I do tend to wait for an injury to occur for it to get treated.
Well, yeah. The most she got was a bump on me.
Huh.
Incoming!
Incoming?
Sorry, you cut out there. What?
Oh, no, just, something... I've encountered a boss fight out of the blue, which...
Oh.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, call me Mr. Reckless, but I was always taught to wait till you actually have an injury before asking a doctor to look at one.
Yeah, the most she got was she cried from the shock because it was a quick fall.
Yeah.
That was the most that came out of it, was that she had a bit of a shock.
I touched her over, she was fine. She didn't even have a bruise or anything.
No, she was not hurt. She wasn't really that hurt, or even hurt, if at all. So, we didn't seek medical attention because there was no need. You don't seek medical attention when you bump your knee.
I hate this government more every day, man. It's like they go out of their way to fuck with you, and don't tell me that's just incompetence, because it looks... I know you shouldn't I know you shouldn't attribute to malice what is more easily explained by stupidity. I'm asking why it can't be both.
Well, to be fair, our social worker has this annoying habit of mixing up information on a consistent basis.
Which means it's on purpose. No accidents are that consistent.
Well, I know. Look, at this point, we've talked to the advocacy worker, we explained it, he's even on our side with it, and the list they sent of things to do, like what to do to improve the home, because he said that a lot of it we disagree with, because they're saying like the state of the home is chaotic. It's not. Basically, they're using the same language and the same stuff to describe our house that they did literally when it started, when they first got involved with us, and the house is dramatically nothing like that anymore. And they very well know that. In the last meeting, I even had to say that their scoring system was bollocks, because they were judging me based on, they were still using the same scoring system they used on us when we first joined up, they first got involved with Nicole, which was when I still couldn't touch her because I was afraid to hold her because she was so small and frail.
Right.
And now I can hold her, and they didn't take any of that into account, that I still talk to her, I play with her and everything, and actually get involved with her more. And that we've made significant changes around the house. They were still even listing things that need to be done that they've been told can only be done when certain things are done by the housing association, and they know this.
See, this shit is why I worry for you, man.
I know. Look, the thing is, we have got competent people. This is why I have a lawyer. This is why I have an advocacy worker. And this is why we have, other people involved as well, so it's not one person's word against mine.
Yeah.
Oh, and I did ask him today about, you said you were worried about if you moved up if they'd cut off your benefits.
Yeah.
He rolled his eyes and said that wouldn't happen at all.
How so? Did he elaborate?
He said because it's the same. He said because the benefit system isn't a thing by just England. It's literally the entire thing. It's the same goddamn benefit. All you would need to do is literally tell them that you've moved house. That's it.
Yeah, and then, but I looked on the government website for benefits and they said any change of circumstances on legacy benefits, of which ESA is one, including moving house, and we'll ask you to apply for universal credit instead.
Huh. Well, I asked him these things. He said none of that stuff would actually happen. I mean, I'll double check with him and I'll talk to him again.
But even if they do ask you to do that, because you've already been awarded the GLA and the whatever you're on, they can't actually make you go on to universal credits.
And that's pretty much getting us scrapped from the sound of it now, because of all the problems we were having, I thought.
Now, loads of people want it to get scrapped, but of course the government are ignoring them and rolling it out anyway.
Yes, I know. I remember the whole thing of them literally being told at one point by the I don't know if it was the EU
the
or
UN.
the UN.
It was the UN.
That it was that it was a failure at this point, and then they brought back Amber Woods who pretty much then claimed that they weren't paying attention to the benefit and weren't looking at it.
Amber Rudd has done nothing different.
Well, she hasn't done anything different.
Like, she's pretended she's slowed down the rollout. No, that date was the same one. It's like she's just putting up the same date and saying that it's sooner.
Look, Ollie, the thing is, the Tories are notorious for lying because none of them know how to do their jobs properly anyway. None of them are fit for it.
I wouldn't trust a Tory to hold my pint in the pub, to quote someone from the House of Commons. Well, it wasn't exactly like that. I can't remember the MP's name, but it was a female MP, presumably from Labour because she was from Birmingham, from the sound of her accent. I thought I'd known posh people. Turns out I'd just met people who eat olives. But, you know, the idea that people who earn less than £30,000 a year are somehow unskilled is ridiculously insulting. And besides which, I know some very rich people who earn very much more than that I wouldn't let hold my pint in the pub, because they would undoubtedly do it wrong.
Well, here's the thing. One thing I found ridiculous is the mess. Here's the thing. The UK is a joke to the EU. That's how it is.
The UK is a joke to everyone this time.
Theresa May is going over to Brussels to basically back a deal that doesn't exist.
That has already been rejected multiple times.
Yeah, to be told to fuck off in 27 different languages.
Yeah.
That's all it is. Basically, Labour basically gave in and basically sided with her. Because you can't really trust Labour to do anything right. Can you see why why people want to just leave the fucking thing?
I can, yeah. Look, I just want what was never a problem 10 years ago. Like, that's it.
She wants to rewrite the Good Friday Agreement.
She wants to scrap the Human Rights Act. Like, did you hear about that?
She does. I know she wants to scrap the Human Rights Act. Of course she did. That's one of the first things I knew she'd do. Conservative Brexiter and former Brexit Secretary Dominic Raab, speaking at Westminster's Northern Ireland Affairs Committee, tells committee he hasn't ever read the Good Friday Agreement.
Dominic Raab? He's a fucking moron.
Yeah.
He didn't understand that the Dover-Calais crossing was important for importing goods from France. That's key stage 1 level stuff. 6-year-olds know that.
So undereducated morons, like, these people were privately educated, they're not dumb, and they have no connection to the real world. They don't know how their own country works. Granted, most people don't know how their country works because they're not taught it. But these people are in charge of an entire country that was once, well, an entire union. Let's just put it what it is. Britain isn't a union, it's literally just England and the other people who just happen to be stuck with it.
England and the others. England and the rest.
Yeah, basically, and the thing is, none of them know how to do their job. I mean, Boris Johnson had to be told on a daily basis what his job as Foreign Secretary actually entailed. And the most he could do was make racist comments about anyone with brown skin. That was the limit of what Boris Johnson was capable of. The person... George Osborne was in charge of the, the financial secretary, the Chancellor of the Exchequer, I think. He had basically an O-level in maths, and he tripled the debt. And the thing that made me laugh the most is when Theresa May said
that gone up by almost $1 trillion in the time that the Tories have been in power. It wasn't even $1 trillion, like, from the entire history of the country since records began. Before that.
Yeah, look, the thing is, I follow a few Scottish groups, and occasionally they'll show Miri Black, the youngest MP in all of the UK history, who seems to have a better idea of what's going on than literally anyone else in that building.
Well, because she hasn't been removed from the real world for long enough in the world of politics to not.
Well, the thing is, here's how bad it is. Every time the SNP try and say anything, the way that Westminster works is ridiculous. It's beyond childish.
I know, I've seen it. I've had the misfortune of watching Prime Minister's questions.
Yeah, they constantly tell the SNP to fuck off. Or they're never thrown out.
I think one of them actually said in these words that Ireland should know their place.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. Yeah, that makes sense. Ollie,
I mean, the arrogance of this government.
Look, Ollie, remember that the Conservatives at one point said that the kindest thing for disabled children was the guillotine.
Yep.
These are the kind of people, and the problem is, the UK, the thing is, Ireland, Wales and Scotland's votes, when it comes to the general election, don't fucking matter. That's one of the problems. It's never been a nation of equals, which is one of the reasons people want to get out, is solely because it's not a fair union. Because whatever England wants to do, England will do. Even at the expense of literally everybody else, the voting is just a formality. To claim that Westminster is a democracy, it isn't. It's literally a room full of sociopaths. And when you try to speak sense, and you try to be fair, they don't give a shit. Oh yeah, they filibuster and wait. It's okay apparently for the Tories to filibuster and waste time. And keep in mind, it was England who voted on Scotland's powers because Scotland weren't allowed to speak at all. And you know for a fact, it doesn't matter if the people in if the Scottish MPs are right, and they could make the best point ever. If it detriments England, or England can't have more of what they want, they'll still vote against it. I mean, I've already told you about how England doesn't like working with other people.
Yeah.
That's how they lost their empire. That's why they've lost their empire. Nobody wants to work with them because they can't. They've lost America, they've lost Canada, they've lost India, they've lost Hong Kong, they've lost the Tongan Islands because nobody wants to work with them. Because England can't be a team player, they have to be the sole player, and everyone else just has to be a minion. I think they even said at one point that Scotland and the Scottish people are literally just irritants to English desires. It's not that far off, to be honest. I've often said on several occasions, if Theresa May could legally get away with killing everybody in Scotland, she probably would. Then again, the Tories, you know how the Tories are. If they could get away with murdering most of the population, they would. threatening crisis as Parliament plunges closer to a no-deal disaster. With the last business to leave Britain, please turn out the lights. How Theresa May sold out the UK to save the Tories.
And he probably won't even manage that.
Show us the money. Leave supporting Labour MPs vote for Theresa May's Brexit plan if she offers significant funding to their constituents, but it's not a bribe.
She's offering them money to alter the course of them doing their job. That's literally what a bribe is.
Yeah, I know. This is the thing. I hate it. One of the things I hate about living in England is really, it's always, when it comes to voting, it's always, who's going to fuck me the least?
Yeah.
And to be honest, say what you want about Labour.
The only reason I vote with
Labour are bad at this point. Labour are still fucking bad.
Yeah.
But say what you want about them, they are nowhere near as bad as what, nowhere near as bad as what the Tories are. The Tories are cartoonish levels of evil.
Well, whoa, now that's not fair. I mean, Skeletor had his problems, but...
The Tories are cartoon levels of evil. Skeletor wouldn't go this far.
That's what I mean. Skeletor had his problems, but he never misunderstood the importance of the Dover-Calais crossing.
Yeah.
Skeletor at least had the decency to be upfront about his intentions.
Yeah.
Something a Tory would never know how to do.
Well, the Tories, I've often said the Tories have no place in the modern world anymore because there's nowhere for them. They don't fit anywhere.
What I'm saying is we should all vote Skeletor.
I'm saying that at this point, you've got to vote for what's relevant to the world, and the Tories represent they're Victorian era. They're Victorian era levels of wrong.
They're a throwback to the class system.
Yeah, they refer back to the class system, which, granted...
And they're trying to drag us kicking and screaming back to that.
Yeah, they want us to go back. I mean, keeping in mind, at one point, Rees-Mogg wanted us to have the poorhouses back.
Yep.
Oh, I take it, I mean, you've seen that thing of that Tory MP saying how she was happy that food banks existed, and then got angry because her constituents got pissed off saying that they shouldn't exist.
There shouldn't be a need for them, I think, is what they meant.
Yeah, they're saying they should not exist. There shouldn't be a need for them. And
the fact that there is a need for them is a failing in itself. The fact that they have the chance to exist is a failing in itself.
Out to her, she then asked them to call the police to remove the people who were pointing out to her that food banks should not be, the need for them should not be a thing. There shouldn't
We're
be a
the sixth richest country in the world at the moment.
We're not even that. I doubt we're even
for
that
about
now.
Another month or so.
And this is why people are now going on at Nicola Sturgeon saying, please call the Indie Ref and get us out. Call Indie Ref to get us out of the UK. Let England, drag itself down the toilet.
It is not unprecedented for democracy to be suspended in the event of an emergency. I'd say that's what this is at the moment. No, that's Roman Empire levels and stuff. Oh my god!
Yeah, she's standing.
Oh my god! You have to take a picture and send it to me.
I'm starting to well now, so.
Yes, so fucking thing. Yeah, I think that at this point, doing things democratically has not worked because, democracy only works in Westminster in the UK if it's,
If the party in charge wants it to work.
Oh yeah, because keep in mind, it was democracy that voted, no, we won't be giving any of our powers away to England, and then England went, yes, you will, we're taking them. And then disguised it as a vote.
Even in a fake democracy, you should occasionally be able to get what you want.
Well, keep in mind, how many times has the Tory party been found rigging elections or, you know, altering, you know, messing with votes, but, you know, nothing gets done about it?
Literally every time.
Yeah, that's the problem.
Without fail. It's the one thing they're consistent at.
Here's the thing, they're constantly doing things that they should not be doing, including undermining democracy, and yet nothing is done about it. I mean, if there was justice in the world, it's probable that every single Tory MP would be in prison. I mean, it's funny.
I've often thought that American Republicans were Tories on steroids. They're catching up. But, you know...
Well... yeah.
The Tories are catching up to the Republicans in how fucked up they are.
The thing is, America almost did something about its class system. It finally understood that the class system was a serious problem. And then the rich basically used the media influence to change it to a race issue. To make the poor people fight amongst themselves. Think about it, we literally went from down with the 1% to Black Lives Matter. Because it wasn't too long after the whole 1% rallies where people were complaining about the rich not paying any taxes and really not contributing anything, that suddenly everyone blew the Trayvon Martin thing out of proportion and we got riots.
I don't really think they blew the Trayvon Martin thing out of proportion, but there is a deliberate attempt by the media to divide people by inciting racial conflicts so that they don't think about the rich not paying the taxes. I think.
Well, yeah, but the point was they did go out of control for it. They did go out of control for it. You know, as soon as George Zimmerman was found, you know, innocent because of the Stand Your Ground law, riots ensued, and then, of course, the fun thing is I saw that the news was using at the time, and they cut out some of the more important parts of the actual video. Like, they were showing some woman getting upset about certain people being killed, but then they cut out the part where she was screaming that every white person on the planet needs to die because they don't deserve to exist anymore. Yeah, they cut all that stuff out. And when people were trying to talk logic, saying, well, what about the whole them killing other people? They went, oh, poor Whitey. I mean, I don't believe in reverse racism because there's no such thing. It's just racism.
Yeah.
Yeah, I hate that argument of, oh, you're just using reverse racism. No, I mean, no, I'm not using saying it's reverse racism. I'm saying it's actual racism. Then BuzzFeed did that whole thing on how you can't be racist to white people. Yes, you can. If they are a race, you can be racist to them. Like the Claw Paws.
No, but you do, to a point, have to admit the whole... I mean, the white privilege thing isn't a myth. Because there are... there's a load of shit that just doesn't happen.
I believe there is a white privilege thing. I just don't believe it extends to every single white person that exists.
Although, you know, statistically, you're less likely to have a problem, is the point there.
Oh yeah, statistically, yes. I'm not going to deny. Statistically, yes, you're going to have, you're going to have a certain privilege for being white, but I'm not saying that every single person who exists that is white happens to have a privilege. There are other factors. Homelessness, for one.
Yeah. Well, that's a thing that's got worse in the last decade. If there's any silver lining that comes out of this whole mess, I have to believe that when we finally get them out of power, the Tories are never going to be able to get back in power again.
Sorry, you cut out there.
and we can hope that, because with every year, more and more people reach voting age, and of these people, more and more are web savvy and know how to do their research and find actual facts and things. Yes, I'm expressing a moderate amount of faith in humanity at the moment. More and more people who... like, more and more... I don't want to say old people, but more and more Tory supporters either die off or aren't having the wool pulled over their eyes anymore. Because
well, you've got to remember as well, my family are guilty of this as well. My family, when it comes to politics, my sister's argument for why I should never point out my dad or my mum is wrong for who they're voting for the reasons they're voting for them. They say, oh, mum and dad have been around for a long time, they know more about politics than we do. And Dad still thinks politics works the way it did in the 1970s. He claims he voted Theresa May solely because they needed someone strong and smart to go to Brussels.
So why did he vote Theresa May?
That's what I said. I went, why'd you vote for her? She's she's thick as shit. She has no idea what she's doing.
She's just posh.
Yeah, that's basically it. And I loved it. The thing that I found the most hilarious is when she said, I've done nothing but show the EU respect. I'm like, when have you shown them respect? You've disrespected.
If Boris Johnson had strolled right on in there, like, let's say into the Louvre in France and teabagged the Mona Lisa, that's where it is, isn't it? I don't know.
I don't know either. I really don't know.
But if Boris Johnson had teabagged the Mona Lisa, that would be less disrespectful to the EU or any member state of it than Theresa May is being.
Look, Theresa May in general, the thing is, they're disrespectful to everybody. That's the problem. They're disrespectful to the Scottish. They're disrespectful to the Welsh and the Irish. They're disrespectful to their own, to their own people in their own country. Why would they be any more respectful to other countries that, at this point, let's be brutally honest, we do not have the metaphorical high ground here. We are mocked and joked about all through the EU because our leader keeps changing her mind all the time.
And then pretending she never does.
Yeah. Basically, these are things. She says, oh, I can't hold a people's vote or let people change their mind because it will undermine democracy. They've done nothing but undermine. First of all,
you do realise that the people who voted the first time would be able to vote again, don't you?
Yeah. Here's the thing, Ollie. All they've done is undermine democracy since they got into power. You just need to look at how they've treated Scotland to see how bad they've done that. Second of all, there is no shame. In fact, I think people would respect her more if she admitted this situation is getting far more chaotic than we thought it was. Because let's face it, they told us that this would be the easiest deal in the world to do. The simplest breakup ever. Easiest deal ever.
Yeah.
We're literally months from leaving. We don't have a deal at all. You've got two countries literally thinking, right, we need to get the fuck out of this. It isn't going well. I think Theresa May would get more respect from the public if she admitted, look, this isn't going the way that we thought it was. There are there are extra factors that have happened that has caused insurmountable damage.
Really piss off Middle Englanders and so on. I would rather deal with an irate Middle England than food and drug shortages.
Here's the thing. This deal is going to do nothing but damage. She can't, if she says, oh, I've got to do it because people voted for it, this isn't anywhere near the Brexit they even voted for. You're not giving them what they voted for, no matter what you do. And the worst part is, you can't give them what they want at all. You can't give them the money that we were going to give the EU. We're not going to give the EU. Remember that one? That slogan on the side of the bus. You can't give people that. You can't protect people's pensions. You can't claim the economy's going to improve because it hasn't. It keeps dropping and doing more damage.
Yep.
And during this entire time, she keeps saying how the union needs to come together. What she really means is, all of you need to do what I say, now. But why? She keeps saying Scotland needs to just shut up and do as it's told. They need to come for her sake. It's like, why should we?
Well, the
honestly,
answer is
I think it's horrible. The only thing I feel sorry for if we left the UK, if Scotland and Ireland leave the UK, the only sympathy I will feel is for the people that were misled. That's it. The people who have to suffer with
I don't. I feel sympathy for the people who were dragged down with them.
Well, yeah, I actually meant people like yourself. You know, the people who unfortunately are stuck in the situation and can't get out. I feel more sympathy for you, even to an extent my own family. But then again, my mum voted to leave. My dad voted to leave. My sister was the only person who voted to stay in the EU because she knew how stupid it fucking was. But here's the thing, when you've gotten to a point where the Brexit we're looking at looks like there's going to be food shortages, there's going to be martial fucking law, the Human Rights Act is going to go, and the last time we didn't have a Human Rights Act, the Tory Prime Minister killed most of his civilians. Just saying, before we got the Human Rights Act put in, Winston Churchill was attacking his own people protesting.
Yeah.
And the worst part is, it'll be harder for us to even leave after that, because we'll get that whole Catalanian thing where if we even try and vote to leave, we'll get arrested or killed. At this point, I kind of, reality's a bitch, but I would just love it if there was if God just came down and then just stepped in and went, okay, I'm taking over this entire thing, I have higher jurisdiction than you, I'm fucking God.
At this point, I'd accept the Queen doing that. And how bad
the royal family aren't going to do anything because they benefit from it. They benefit from everything bad happening anyway. They're safe in their little ivory towers. They don't have to deal with with the poor people or their subjects. They don't care. They've never cared. It's kind of I'm not saying we should do what the Russians did, but I'm just saying we don't exactly need them at this point.
Saying we should, but I notice you're not saying we shouldn't.
What?
You're not saying...
For years, since David Cameron was in power, I said, eventually, we're going to get a Louis the XIV situation happen. We are literally going to get a situation where people are so fucking sick of this that they're going to overthrow the government and the people and the royal family and everyone else.
The outside world is a danger.
Oh, we're
because them being in charge
now.
You must stay here where you're safe.
Yeah, I'm not saying that people should.
Do you understand?
I'm not saying that this would fix anything. It certainly won't. I'm just saying that it's inevitable that eventually people might just gang up, overthrow the entire government. I'm not saying execute them, because no one uses a guillotine anymore. And I'm not saying a Darth Sidious-like power should come up and take over and lead this gang of rebels.
On my birthday. And I can't help but feel like they're...
And have their own empire.
I need to see them. And not just from my window. In person.
I am saying, however, that
what they are.
people don't have to sit back and just accept that this this has to happen. I had to explain to my American friend because she asked, why does Scotland not want to even be part of the UK? I thought you people were basically England, and went, therein lies the problem. We deal with the small things like them trying to get rid of our flag. That's one of their favourite things to do. trying to take over our food industry and trying to stop us from putting our own flag on our own food and claiming it has to be British, it can't be Scottish anymore.
And yet they're doing that with the English-made stuff.
Yeah. Well, they get stuff like the Scottish beef and the
Yeah,
Scottish
the
cheese
weather
and
is
stuff,
great.
and then demand that we
It'd
can't
be
have the
perfect
salt
for a
tire on it.
picnic.
We've got to have the British brand on there. We've got to call
Got me,
haggis
Donald.
British haggis when it's
We'll
pure.
figure
It's
it out
you know
as we go.
Scottish.
Yeah.
The Union Jack kilts.
I'm sure we were
That's
brought to
fucking
this world
offensive
for
as all
some
kinds of
good
shit.
reason. But can't we sweat it later?
Fine with me.
Fucking is.
That is literally. That is. I don't know if that's racist or not, but Jesus.
Yeah, it is. Because it is putting down and trying to control another culture.
Well, they've been doing that for years. That's the problem. 300 years of them killing people off, and you
Well,
know.
it's more like 600 years, but yeah.
Well, yeah.
Make way! Make way! Make way!
Well, I just hope we do leave. I hope an indie ref thing is called soon and we get out, because it's getting to the point where trying to do it after Brexit might not be a smart idea.
Soon as you mention them, they show up.
There goes our picnic.
Because everything else has failed. Calling a lack of confidence hasn't
Okay,
worked, because
let's
we
send these guys
all
back.
they've done is all they're doing is desperate, weaselly ways to
Seem to know what
survive.
you're doing. Mind if I leave this one to you?
Yep. We'll take care of them.
Minoli, you can't look
Go
at
on,
how Theresa
skedaddle.
May's handled the situation and not account it to the kid in charge of a project at school, but turns out he's not very good at the thing, so they're constantly trying to elect a new leader, someone else to take over the team project, but they're desperately trying to bribe everyone else to say, no, let's keep
Watch
him.
out, they look mad.
I don't know if you've ever had that kind of situation.
Sorry, what kind of
Out of
situation?
here.
Where you're in a group and clearly the guy leading the group is incompetent and can't get any work done,
Oh,
and
yeah.
so you talk with everyone else and go, right, this person isn't fit for the job, let's replace them, and then they desperately do everything they can to try and maintain this ridiculous veil of power. Like, no, let me be the leader, let me be the leader. I'll do this for you. That's what Theresa May is doing. You're not fit to be the Prime Minister, you're not fit to run the country, you're literally doing more harm than good to this. Maybe we should just find someone more suitable. No, but don't kick me out, don't kick me out.
It's over. Hop on.
I mean, hell, I thought the DUP thing was the most desperate thing she ever fucking did.
Did you ever see Tangled, Sam?
I'm sorry, what, Ollie?
Did you ever see Tangled?
Yeah, I actually saw Tangled when I first came up to Scotland. Liz showed me.
Yeah, it's better than Frozen.
Ollie, Frozen really wasn't as good as everyone else said it was. The kids loved it.
It was alright.
But
It
it's
was an
not-
alright film with a
it
pretty good
wasn't
song in the middle of it.
It was not the magnum opus of, Disney. It was not the... I still say Beauty and the Beast is better. Yeah,
That's because it is.
Yeah, I actually showed... remember when we first got the Blu-ray, when I was down there and we found that one scene?
Yeah.
Yeah, I actually showed that to Liz,
Where'd
because
Flynn go?
she even said, I'd never seen that scene. Ever. And then I showed it, she went, now the movie actually makes more sense to me.
I always wondered what happened to that ballroom.
But that away.
Yeah, it does just
dead
go
end.
from...
Because it was literally overnight. I was like, that's bullshit.
I say
From
we
the first
investigate.
moment that I saw, I laughed.
Huh.
Flynn, where are you? Flynn?
Now I'm a lad, I inject heroin, so now I have AIDS. Gassed
on YouTube poops.
Yeah, I watched one in front of Liz and she was just like, I don't get it.
A relic of a bygone era. What's to get? Like, they edit it to make him say things he shouldn't.
Lord! And right now I'm evolving a Kakuna.
Taco Bell.
We actually found a Taco Bell over in Glasgow.
Well, at least he got away safe, right?
Taco Bell.
Oh. Hey, now Sora's gone too.
This way, guys. It's a secret
More beer?
passage.
Yes. More beer? Yes. More beer? Yes. 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 Crazy old Maurice. Huh? We need to re-edit Beauty and the Beast so Maurice is some kind of, you know, mass murderer. Come on, his device could easily be turned into a murder machine.
Yeah.
How you doing? The name's Flynn Rider. How's your day going? Huh?
Hey, I picked up all 3 Lion Kings at one point as well.
Ah.
Who else
Liz
knows
hasn't
my
seen the second or the
location?
third one.
Flynn Rider.
And the
Alright,
first
hang
one was
on.
my granddad's favourite.
Rapunzel.
Gesundheit. Here's the deal. I was in a situation.
Also picked up The
hunting
Rescuers
through
and The
the forest
Rescuers Down
when I
Under because
stumbled
Liz
upon
likes that one.
Oh. Oh, no, no. No, 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 no. Where is my satchel?
I've hidden it. Somewhere you'll never find it. So, what do you want with my hair? To cut it?
Huh?
Sell it?
No.
Wait, you don't want my hair?
Why on earth would I want your hair? Look, I was being chased. I saw a tower. I climbed it. Okay? End of story.
Oh, and yeah, Videl and Jiren have been added to fighters this morning.
I heard. I haven't actually bought any of the Fighters DLC. I've not really had the time to revisit it.
Okay, Flynn
Oh, and they've
Rider.
revealed Cabal
I'm
and
prepared to
Kano
offer
for
you a
Mortal
deal.
Kombat 11.
Deal?
Look this way.
People seem to think that people
Do
are
you
hating
know
on Mortal
what
Kombat 11
is
because of, well, certain
You mean
things,
the
certain
lantern
looks,
thing
but
that
really
you
it's down to the fact that
princess?
there's something wrong with
Lanterns.
all the
I
characters'
knew they weren't
faces, and I
stars.
don't. No one can
Well,
put their fingers on
tomorrow
it, but they just
evening,
look
they will
wrong.
light the night sky with these lanterns. You will act as my guide.
Just a second.
Huge backstage
Take me to these
feeds.
lanterns and return
I can
me home
believe that.
safely. Then, and only then, will I return your satchel to you. That is my deal.
I know that
Yeah,
Nia Jax is
no
extremely
can
well
do.
disliked backstage.
Unfortunately, the kingdom and I aren't exactly simpatico at the moment, so I won't be.
The final chapters. We've got days of final chapters.
Yeah, you see my naming formula, don't you?
Something brought you here, Flynn Rider. Call
The
it
first
what you
one was
will, fate,
chain of
destiny.
358 over 2
So I have
games.
made the decision to trust you.
A horrible decision, really.
I am serious.
Oh! Let me get this straight. I take you to see the lanterns, bring you back home, then you give me back my
Sanity
satchel?
unhappy with WWE. Backstage report
promise.
WWE trying to lock their talent into
And when
deals.
I promise something, I never, ever break that promise. Ever.
They are getting desperate right now.
Oh, what to do? I cannot let her find that tiara. Okay,
Ollie, I
just
think WWE might be
I know the
scared.
satchel, and Blondie has it.
I would be
There might
too
be
in
more
that
monsters
position.
out there. I've got it.
Well, I haven't had real
The three
competition
guys in the funny
since, you know,
outfits.
WCW, and this isn't
They look
like
tough enough to come
WCW,
in
where
handy.
the thing
All right,
that
fine.
got
I'll
WWE
take
got
you.
lucky with
But
WCW,
on
to be honest.
one condition. My 3 sidekicks come
They
along.
got lucky that Eric Bischoff was a one-trick pony.
Yeah.
I'll be right back. Just going to
WWE has survived largely on the incompetence of competitors than on its own merits.
Look at that.
Yeah, that's what I mean. I mean, when you really look at it, they got lucky. They got lucky. WCW got AOL take over, because that's what killed them, really. AOL took over, and it turns out that AOL got more control than they had any right to have, and they didn't like wrestling. Then Vince Russo happened. Eric Bischoff's idea ran itself into the ground, because it turns out all Eric Bischoff had was an idea he stole from Japan. Let's not forget that thing. What?
Oh, just the visuals. I had to blink. Like, those colours are bold. My eyes hurt for a second.
But Ollie, I will be right back. I'm literally making myself a sandwich.
Alright.
Let's see.
Notice how I'm not making Liz make it, because I'm not a sexist.
Also, I got kind of freaked.
Yeah, exactly that too. I am an equal opportunity ass.
Oh, Sora!
Cheese! Huh?
It's so soft. I'm free. I'm really free.
Oh. Flynn! Good to see you in one piece.
Huh? Guys! You're here and just in time.
Oh, who's she?
That would be Rapunzel. Something tells me this could be her first time outdoors. Give her a few minutes.
Yeah, WWE has always relied on the incompetence of others. Keep in mind, imagine how if TNA hadn't signed Hogan. Think about that for 5 seconds.
I can't believe I did this.
What could have been?
I can't believe I did this. I can't believe I did this! Mother would be so furious if she knew I disobeyed her and left the tower.
Hogan on his own
But that's
is
okay,
one
I mean,
thing.
what she doesn't know
But
won't
Bischoff
kill
coming with him.
her, right?
Oh God,
my
did that roll
gosh,
people?
This would
I mean,
kill
it
her.
helps that Dixie had no idea about a wrestling company.
I am a horrible daughter. I'm going back.
I mean, from what I've been told from my people, at one point, Toby Keith, the...
Okay, this cutscene is actually just really funny. I mean, they're basically just doing Tangle, but with the characters
I
around.
notice you seem a little at war with yourself here.
A little more than a little.
Yeah, from what I understand, Toby Keith was said he would buy TNA and everything, but
right
the only
there.
condition would be
Who are
that
you?
Dixie couldn't have anything to do with it.
I told you before, my sidekicks.
Sidekicks?
May I introduce...
Oh, my name's Sora.
And I'm Goofy. Pleasure, ma'am.
Sora, Donald, and Goofy. It's nice to meet you too. I'm Rapunzel.
Yep, my sidekicks.
Is that you on the stream there as the sole viewer?
Look, she really wants to see the Lantern Show tomorrow night. Now, I'm
Yeah,
a nice
I'm
guy, so
some
I've
more
decided
food,
to help
sadly.
her. Only problem is those monsters might show up.
Sorry,
again.
Sam, what was that?
I can get her to the kingdom, but you guys are clearly more cut out for
I
combat.
just said, yeah, I'm a sole person, sadly.
Yep.
Uh-huh.
I don't suppose you can see any comments or happen to have dropped one, do you?
There is no comments. No comments, not a sausage.
Just leave it to us.
Done.
Rapunzel is interested. Yeah, her heart's pulling her all kinds of ways.
Oh yeah, WWE are apparently very desperate. Apparently Dean Ambrose leaving
The outside
apparently
world
pissed
must
them
seem
off quite a
so
lot.
big and scary. I know how she feels. Lucky for me, you two came along at just the right time. And the rest has been unforgettable. Yep, unforgettable.
Maybe AEW will sign him just to
like your
piss them off.
Yeah, they're trying to get everyone else to sign, anyone else who's leaving in the next few years, to apparently sign 5-year deals.
Come on, Mal.
They're trying to get, what, 5-year no-compete
All for
clauses?
one and one for all.
That 5-year deal so people can't leave.
Oh, right.
Basically, they're trying to keep people in. Maybe I think they might be trying to wait down the period, like keep people from
flowers
going
are
and
growing on
hopefully
top of the water.
have AEW just go out of business. But they seem to forget the simple fact that again,
There's no shortage of wrestlers.
Here's the thing: the guy who's funding AEW has more money than Vince does.
You could buy WWE if you wanted to.
I would not. I would love it.
Hope we find some ingredients around here.
I like this world. It's nice.
Just the...
I can't believe how wonderful this is.
If we're going to be doing podcasting in future, maybe we should save all the politics talk and whatever for that. I don't actually, like... Although, oh, right, yeah, Ian said the podcast was going to be like a, Silent Hill thing. What would you say is a good length for a podcast, Sam?
An hour and a half to 3 hours.
Because the
Maybe
only one
this
I
isn't such a good idea
regularly
after all.
listen to is Podquisition, which is about an hour long.
I'd say an hour to. I'd say an
I
hour
think-
to 3 hours maximum.
Look! What is that? It's so fluffy! Huh.
Devious little bastards.
Rapunzel, take cover!
All right. I hate to say it, but I'm letting you out of this deal.
What?
It's way too scary out here. Let's just turn around and take you home.
No! I am seeing those lanterns.
Oh, come on!
And
Rapunzel?
I saw Bottomania
It's
made a
okay.
joke about Hideo
I'm not
Itami
afraid to
basically
face them.
attributing him to Frank Grimes from The Simpsons.
Be careful, Rapunzel!
I will!
Where it shows him to go, I want the self-made man. I want him in my company.
They need a tower.
Then as soon as they bring Hideo Itami, he's the virgin. I just saw Shinsuke Nakamura. Thank you, Miss Nakamura. I wish to make him my second in command. Well, in the meantime, here's Hideo Itami. Whatever, put him out of the way. No auto jiggle is thinking of leaving.
Wow, this hammer weapon I've got is pretty okay. Thanks, Woody.
So yeah, There's Dolph Ziggler thinking of leaving.
Sorry, Sam, what was that?
I said Dolph Ziggler thinking of leaving.
I can't say as I blame him. He is better than they're allowing him to be.
And Rusev?
And Rusev. Again, same. Rusev's great. Like, he'll go far literally anywhere else.
And of course, Shinsuke Nakamura.
Shinsuke's thinking of leaving too.
Yep.
I hate to keep saying this, but again, I can't say as I blame him. Sorry, Sam, just a second. Gonna adjust the audio mix here so I can hear you better. So, sorry, what were you saying?
I'm saying, well, to be honest, he's doing nothing but pre-shows with Rusev. I mean, hell, the Revival are thinking of leaving.
Yeah, well, now that AEW exists and is better to work for already.
Rapunzel?
Well, here's the best part. WCW was always criticised for getting WWE's cast off their big stars and using their biggest stars like Hogan, Savage and everyone else to build their brand. AEW could be using the guys that WWE never gave a chance to.
Yeah, basically what TNA was doing at the beginning while it was still good.
Yeah.
Oh god, do you remember when TNA was good?
2005 to 2007.
Huh. This is an interesting twist on the story.
She's such a precious gift. Allow me to assist you in getting her back.
Huh.
David Bowie?
Make way for Homo Superior.
Let me help you get her back. I happen to know a good labyrinth.
The outside world is even better than I dreamed.
Yeah. I have got to get me one of these.
I know what to
Over there. Warriors.
Dandelions! Look!
Oh god, apparently Nia Jax has actually injured, what's it, R-Truth.
I shouldn't laugh, but it's a little bit funny.
But I wish there was a way to make more fly at once. Mother said the world was dangerous. I'm starting to see that she was right. Sora, scatter the ones over there.
Yeah, apparently at the Rumble she actually smashed his face in.
Cheese! Yeah! What's that? had a big gust of wind. Oh, am I supposed to smile?
Let's see.
Oh, okay. Oh, alright, fuck it, never mind. Right, alright. A big gust of wind.
Something I can do to blow them into the air.
Yep. Oh. Arrow is a different spell now.
Back off!
Oh god, it's an actual list of people she's injured in the last week. Okay, I think something needs to be done about Naya very quickly. Now, apparently she's injured our
like the floating lights.
pretty badly, to the extent where apparently Truth had to be held backstage from attacking her.
Let's see.
What have you got there?
She's injured
I never
Ember Moon.
imagined the forest would be so big.
She almost injured Charlotte Flair.
Jeez.
Like this?
And of course the Becky Lynch thing.
I want to see what's at the top of that hill.
God. He wants to see what's on top of the hill.
Whoa.
Oh, that's a save point on the map. Huh.
Oh, that's just classic.
Rabbits.
Apparently Nia Jax's response to all the people she's hurt and injured over just the past year due to being an unsafe trip.
You're not picking
is,
on these
what about
rabbits.
Seth
I can
Rollins?
do this.
Seth injured 2 people. Nia's injured about 10 people over the course of the year.
What about Seth Rollins? No one's talking about Seth Rollins right now. When's the last time he injured someone?
Sting. Sting was the last person he injured.
Yeah.
Apparently Nia Jax has injured people to a ridiculous extent, and even Ember Moon's husband has gone on and said that Nia is an unsafe, reckless moron. They even made a point on one of the shows that she tried to punch someone and they ducked, and she clearly didn't know how to do a work punch because she actually touched the post and cracked it. Well, one of those little...
Don't worry.
Obviously
It's
not
safe
enough
now.
to crack the metal post, she cracked the LED light.
Ah.
Which is proof that she doesn't know how to do a work punch.
Maybe they want to
properly.
show us something. Let's
Which is
follow
actually part of
them.
mainly one of the problems she has. You know, her constantly punching people in the face.
She can't do a work
Or, you know,
Where do you think the
she
rabbits
doesn't know how
went?
to do a work punch, apparently.
That's
Keep in mind, it was the fact-
101.
That's why Lance Storm ripped her a new one, because he said, the thing is, if you can't do a work punch properly, then you should not be there. And the fact is, she
think they want
punched
us to
Becky
have
in the
this.
face with a legitimate punch and gave,
Thank
did
you.
that. She gave a concussion to Selena Vega. She smacked Bayley in the back of the skull, and Bayley had to miss SummerSlam that year. She's almost broken Charlotte's mouth when she threw her out the ring unsafely.
Right.
She actually hurt R-Truth to the extent where he had short matches on SmackDown because he couldn't work a full match. Yep, she's just increasingly unsafe to work with.
Back off!
Your turn.
Yeah, what culture have got a thing up at the moment? Seth Rollins, major incidents, 3. Matches, 1,669 matches. Average, 1 major incident every 356 matches. I think that's not bad.
I bet we'll find
That's
some
less than
ingredients
one a
around
year.
here.
Nia Jax. Major incidents, 10 injuries,
Look at all this water.
395 matches. Average one major incident every 39.5 matches. You do the math.
Well, assuming one match a day like I did with Seth Rollins, yeah, that's quite a few. I mean, I know they don't wrestle every day, but they wrestle a lot more than you see on TV.
Here goes.
You still there, man?
Yeah, I'm just eating. So I haven't really eaten all day.
I see.
Unusual things Vince McMahon has gotten angry over. I still think the scarf
It's
is
like
the
the world
funniest thing
goes
that he
on
got angry
forever.
over. Chris Jericho's scarf. Look at you in that scarf. You're the most offended tough guy I've ever seen.
Ooh, a liver.
to get me one of these.
Oh my gosh!
They really have put a lot of effort into the worlds for this game.
Okay, that's suspicious.
Rapunzel?
Don't worry. I know to be careful around flowers now.
Whatever it is, it's not normal. I'll take a look.
What's that?
We're all clear. These guys,
They're nobodies!
Mother said the outside world would be full of ruffians and thugs.
Those are ruffians. Those are, I don't know.
Rapunzel, Flynn, stay back.
No, I want to help you fight.
I know, but I'm afraid you can't hurt these guys with a frying pan. Trust me on this. Flynn, could you explain?
No problem. Knowing when to flee is one of my specialties. Come on, Rapunzel. Gotta go.
But...
Look, I want to stay and slug it out too, but my sidekicks have it covered.
all right. Please be careful, Sora.
Yeah, of course there had to be nobodies.
Of course, we've never seen this kind before.
That was close.
All right.
My shield's ready!
Try this. Thank you.
First X after something blocked. Alright. Reply. Okay. You can counter-attack now.
You know who uses nobodies?
Yeah. I'm surprised we haven't seen him. I know you're there. Come out, you has-beens.
Has-beens? Now why would you say that?
Because bossing around nobodies? That's the old organization. Why? Are you in the real one too? Good for you.
My name is Marluxia. And yes, that is correct. How interesting it is to see you again, Sora.
Again? You know him?
A shame you've no memory of me, because I remember you exceedingly well. Although, it's those memories I'd soon erase.
I don't know what you're saying.
Nor should you. Nor will you ever, for that matter. Now, if you'll permit me, I've come to ask a favor.
Favor? You have got to be kidding me.
Please hear what I have to say. I'm sure you've noticed. Well, perhaps not. But you should know that maiden with you, Rapunzel, is the very light of this world. I would see you guard her from its dark horrors.
Huh? Starting with you, right?
All the organization seeks is balance. You must understand, our ultimate objective is not to clash with the light. We seek to complement it. Use that Keyblade to keep Rapunzel safe.
Rapunzel's light. Oh. Hey, where did they go?
I guess they must have run on ahead.
Then we'd better go find them. I really don't like what that guy said.
Yeah, we'd better find Rapunzel before he does.
Hope we find some ingredients around here. Here we go.
Okay, now I'm done. Because watching Vince McMahon get angry over a scar. Right, that's why he put it on Alberto Del Rio.
Yeah.
He hated men wearing scarves.
Are you sure they went this way?
Which means they didn't. Did I go the wrong way?
No, these roads aren't as straightforward as they used to be.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I was going the right way. The sign says so.
This might be a good spot to find some ingredients.
Haha, another cutscene. That means progress.
That means we're on the right track.
I wonder where they went.
This is good.
Don't worry, they couldn't have gotten too far. You just had to stop and talk.
Hey, blame the has-been, not me.
I think you mean Marluxia. I bet that's the name the has-been would prefer.
Hello? Rapunzel! Flynn!
Excuse me, good travelers. Do you know Rapunzel?
Yeah, sort of.
Why?
My apologies. I'm Rapunzel's mother. The poor child left home without a word, and I've just been worried sick. Please tell me, where is my dear, sweet girl?
We'd tell you, but we lost her. By accident.
We could look together.
Lost her? You're of no use to me. I'll find her myself.
She ran away from home?
What if Marluxia was onto something back there?
You trust Organization 13?
What? No, of course not. But what if?
I agree. Why is Rapunzel in danger? And what darkness is after her?
Well, guys, the first step is to find her.
I hope Rapunzel's okay. I bet she is. She's tough.
I can't see where we're going.
We've got company.
Rapunzel, please be all right.
I know what to do.
That was close.
You alright there, son?
Go get her!
Sam?
Yes?
Oh, right. Here.
Yes, I'm still here. I'm watching.
I hate how these ones just arbitrarily don't take damage sometimes.
It's annoying.
There must be a reason Rapunzel didn't tell her mother where she was going. I think I see something.
Yeah.
Normally in Kingdom Hearts games, each level has at least 2 stories to it that you gotta finish. So maybe we'll go back to the toy box at some point.
Well, going back to levels, it certainly seems like it might be a bit more interesting to go back to. Mainly because of how expansive the world actually is.
Yeah. But yeah, I keep saying this every stream, they've really gone on all out on this game.
Well, keep in mind, again, a lot of the time, the closest thing to a new Kingdom Hearts game we've had is the fragmentary passage bit.
Yeah.
That is the closest we've gotten to a new game in years.
Yeah, I mean, before that it was Dream Drop Distance, which was released with the... well, it was a 3DS launch title. The 3DS has been out a long fucking time. Well, I don't know if it was a launch title, but it was an early title.
Yeah. It's been a long... The point being, it's been a long time.
Yeah. It's been a while, I guess, would be the central theme of what I'm trying to get across.
That's why I said we should, you know, while it's impressive to see Twilight Town the way it is, to say it's expanded and there's people and stuff, shouldn't be a surprise when you consider the technology that was around at the time of the, you know, the original.
Yeah.
Well, the last time we got a new one, you know, wasn't really that... was like 2 generations ago.
Yeah, because, if I had to rate the 3DS's raw, like, hardware capabilities,
3DS isn't that powerful, let's be brutally honest.
I would put it above the N64, but below the GameCube.
Now where's Rapunzel?
Ah, the N64. The only real reason to own one is for No Mercy.
Thank you.
My shield's ready.
Those Monkey Heartless were from the Tarzan level.
Yes, they were. But now they can climb walls.
Yeah.
Much like Spider-Man.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Easy, boy, easy. Settle down. Whoa, whoa.
That voice!
It's Rapunzel!
I like the horse entangled.
You are such a good boy. Yes, you are. Are you all tired from chasing this bad man all over the place?
Excuse me?
Nobody appreciates you, do they? Do they?
Oh, come on! He's a bad horse!
Oh, he's nothing but a big sweetheart. Isn't that right? Maximus?
What? You've got to be kidding me.
Look, today is kind of the biggest day of my life.
Having the horse act
and
like
the
a
thing
dog.
is, I need you not
Yeah.
to get him arrested.
In me, horses are sometimes called clip-clop
And then you
doggos.
can... And it's also my birthday, just so you know.
Rapunzel!
You're here, and you're okay.
Yeah, you too.
And look, I need a friend. Meet Maximus. You could say Flynn introduced us, and where one goes, the other follows. This is Sora, Goofy, and Donald. They've been helping me.
Come on. The
I'm
kingdom's
glad
not
they
far.
kept the horse as animated as he was in the film. Oh, can we ride it? Can we ride the horse? I'm gonna take a picture of the horse. Go.
Horse Renoir. Horsing around.
Horse Renoir.
Cheese!
3 little orphans, 1, 2, 3. Without
Oh.
a home or a family tree.
BoJack Horseman.
First of all, never found and we're horsing around.
What's all this?
You clicked on the wrong handsome
Oh, have you also noticed that all of the worlds are fully rendered now? There's no loading spaces between places. It's all
I
just
did
one
notice.
big. It's all just one big map.
Now, did you notice when I was
It's
playing
so
Resident Evil 2
pretty.
that there were no door
Well, we
loading
stop
screens?
for a second and enjoy the scene.
I did notice that actually. You see what happens when you focus your talents on making an actual game and not a delivery method? We should appreciate these games when they happen.
That's what I'm doing. That's why I'm singing the praises of Resident Evil 2.
Yes.
The kingdom's not far,
Granted,
but we
I've
need to
finished it like
scale
3 or
these
4
cliffs.
times now,
Well, then
but I
let's
still
look
want
for
to
a
keep
way
playing
up.
it.
I bet you could bust this open if you hit it hard enough from above.
Well, if you say so, Google. That is what I will do.
Yeah.
Oh, there's another.
Back in the 90s, I was in a very famous TV show. I'm Bojack the horse.
Sora, over here.
The horse don't act like me.
Come on, let's swing across and look for a path. Come on.
Can I ask you to check the comments?
Oh yeah. Oh, funny you say that. We just got one from Jack.
Okay, it looks
hello
like...
again.
Hello again. It looks like the fix I applied didn't work this time. I don't know why. But that's bloody annoying.
Oh no. Now we have to climb back up.
Hey, no worries.
This way, Sora.
How does she detach her hair afterwards?
I don't know. I think this is one of those things like in panic we just have to deal with. Why, are you jealous you don't have NPC powers?
Tangled is better than Frozen.
Your turn.
Yeah.
Oh, there is also a Frozen level in this.
Yeah,
Because
I
of
saw the
course.
trailers. Let it go. Let it go. I am so hero. What the hell are you doing? You know, I'm thinking about how I always hold back. Dude, I've been in multiple tournaments with you. You never hold back. You freeze people and kill them. Hey,
What?
younger Sub-Zero, wanna make a snowman? Do you wanna fight a hellspawn? Drink his blood like it was wine.
Over here.
Can't seize them on the floor. Get them out the door before he can decay.
Sora, this looks like a good place to cross.
We have to hide their bodies. It doesn't have to be in one piece.
These characters have to be aware that any one of these encounters could kill them. I mean, in real life, Sora would have major PTSD by now.
Oh, good.
So, strength boost. Any more comments?
Just in saying her hair is made of elven rope.
Yeah, well, it might well be. And why the hell aren't the comments showing up on my thing?
Don't know.
My shield's ready!
Okay, let's see.
Sora, this looks like a good place to cross.
Any more comments?
Nope.
On the wrong handsome road.
Here we go. So long.
But why?
Whoa, what? It transformed.
What is it with me and horses?
There. Back off. That was close. Go get him. Yeah.
You'll be fine.
Try this. Here we go. It's over. Heal. There.
All together.
Later.
Hold on.
Here goes.
Here we go.
Yep. Oh, cool. Oh, I still have slow motion. So, I don't understand, yeah, I don't understand what power he's supposed to have lost. He can still do pretty much everything.
Yeah, I'll be perfectly honest with you. I'm not seeing him lose anything. I'm not seeing anything he's lost. I'm seeing power he has. Clearly. It seems, that is just my opinion, it seems like he's, well,
hey, Sora, this looks like a good place for one of your swan dives.
Back off! Yeah!
Aero cufflink.
Sora, over here.
Any new comments?
no,
Keep an eye on them.
I am. As soon as one comes in, I'll let you know.
This way, Sora.
You got on the wrong handsome road. Yeah!
I think this is the first time we've got... Well, actually, no it isn't, because Woody and Buzz, I think, count. But you get parties of 5 in this game, as opposed to 4, depending on your world. I mean, depending on the world you're in at the time.
It's just said just try to Pete to join us, getting lonely in the section, you know.
Sorry?
Jax put, he's just tried to get Pete to join us, getting lonely in this section, you know.
Ah. Tangled was better than Frozen. I'm gonna keep saying that.
I see some birds. This way.
And it's weird that nobody acknowledges that.
Come back. I must have startled
Look,
them.
I liked Brave, even though no one else seems to.
Brave was alright.
The birds flew that way, Sora.
The trailer was very misleading.
Oh, there they are.
Nice.
Not another bloody song.
A smartphone
Rapunzel's
game.
calling you.
Because, like... What do you, Sam, think of the decision to give Sora a smartphone?
Oops.
Why?
They're leaving.
I kind of missed it way back when it was 1984 and these things weren't a thing.
The birds flew that way, Sora.
Silent Hill didn't need smartphones.
I've got to be quiet so I don't frighten them.
Aww. You scared them.
I think Rapunzel's found something.
birds flew that way, Sora.
No idea,
Sora!
Sam reads them out. He's not very prompt, so I've been talking to myself. Or you can't.
Oh, there they are.
It's difficult to watch this, read comments, and also do other real world duties.
Please don't fly away.
Hey, you know it'd be a big
Nice
slap in
and
the face
slow.
for WWE if somehow they signed Roman Reigns to AEW.
Slowly, slowly.
Ah.
You scared them.
Ah, Pete. Why do I get the feeling that Seb's whole thing about Mr. T in House of Cards somehow involved Pete?
Sorry?
Was
there they
Pete
are.
involved in Seb's House of Cards starring Mr. T?
Oh, they're leaving.
I don't think so.
I don't know, it just seems like something Pete would have
The birds
helped
flew
with.
that way, Sora.
I got more enjoyment out of it than I should have, to be perfectly honest with you.
Oh, there they are.
Shut up, fool! I'm on a real short leash.
The birds flew that way, Sora.
I pity myself that I'm with these fools.
You're nuts, and that's a statement based on fact.
Rapunzel's calling you.
Hey, man. What's going on?
Gentle, Sora.
You crazy fool.
Please don't fly away. Oops.
Ah,
They're leaving. The
right.
birds flew that way, Sora.
You guys are supposed to be the Foo Fighters. Why ain't you up there fighting foos?
Oh, there they are.
I'm a fool.
Sora.
I'm the biggest.
You would have to fight me, but I warn you, I am tougher. Ah! You're smacking through a wall.
Oh, there they are.
I pity that fool.
The fool
The birds flew
fighters.
that way, Sora.
Let's go fight some fools.
Oh, sorry. Sorry, Pete. Basically, Seb made this House of Cards thing where they replaced
Gentle,
Kevin
Sora.
Spacey with Mr. T. So what he's done is he's edited the video so they've got random pictures of Mr. T's face over Kevin Spacey and
Nice
put in
and
sound bites on
slow.
random parts.
Slowly, slowly.
Oh,
So yeah, just House of Cards, but Mr. T instead of Kevin Spacey.
Slowly, slowly.
Yeah.
Right on, brother.
Gentle, Sora.
There he throws that woman in front of a train. I love
Yeah.
when a plan comes together.
I've never
Take
seen
that,
a bird
Toe
like
Dipper.
you. Listen, they're singing for us.
Just the idea of Mr. T murdering a woman. Hey, where's my pizza? Half sausage, half pepperoni. If I ever can see you acting like a crazy fool again, you're gonna be my friend Pain. Remember when the Mr. T versus everything things?
Yeah.
He fights the Pope.
Oh my gosh!
Mr. T, I'm very displeased with you. You talking a lot of smack to someone who's about to get his ass whipped. That's it, T. I'm gonna throw.
This is amazing!
Mr. T's way of fixing anything is just to throw.
Yahoo!
Shut up, Pooh. My van is fast. When he fought the start, when he was in the Phantom Menace, he threw Darth Maul, who hid himself using the van as camouflage.
Air Force One is nothing. My van is fast.
And you!
Damn,
you helped
that
me
Mr.
find
T
them.
can throw hell
Thank you.
apart. I think we even had a Mr. T versus Red Dwarf one. It was the one where Rimmer gets the hollow virus.
Yeah.
So they get Mr. T to help. Which, yes, does involve the end where Mr. T and the rest of the characters from Red Dwarf are dressed up as, you know, in the red and white checked gingham dress and army boots. And of course, the Resident Evil one, where he fixes everything literally just by throwing them. Because of course he does.
Gonna come true. They're sending the lanterns up after dark.
Cool. We don't want to miss that.
The Kingdom.
I'm not going to say anything about the naming standards, I'm just going to think it out loud.
Hey, is that a plaza? At the end of the street?
Yep, Kingdom Hearts 3 has indeed added people.
Yeah, so many people. Mr. Flibble's very cross. You shouldn't have run away from him. Mr. Flibble says, "Game over, boys." I remember when I did a D&D game with Kieran and Kevin, where they actually had a giant killer robot called Mr. Flibble.
Come on, everyone! Come dance with us!
Celebrate the festival and strut your stuff.
Strut my funky stuff. I command you to eat my dust. You'll get frozen and take off Hans, which no good his song in Anna. You hear me? Oh, Pete, you're so the Crichton of Argus.
Keep dancing!
Oh, I see.
This is so fun!
Oh, I see. That one.
This
Right.
is so fun!
Hey!
It's just about time.
You got it!
What a twist!
Ha-ha!
Keep dancing! This is so fun!
You got it!
Keep dancing!
Ha-ha!
This is so fun! This is so fun! Keep dancing!
Ha-ha! To the boats!
To the boat! Magic boost.
Hey,
Hey Ian, how you doing?
I'm doing
We're
alright,
in
thanks.
Tangled World.
Oh, yay.
Tangled was better than Frozen, do you agree?
Well, yeah, I loved Tangled, yeah.
It's not that I didn't like Frozen, but Tangled was better, and it's weird that people don't acknowledge it.
Yeah, I do admit, I kind of like, I enjoy Rapunzel a lot more than like Anna and Elsa.
I've been looking out a window for 18 years.
I can agree with that.
Dreaming about what it might feel like when those lights rise in the sky. What if it's
Oh,
not
it's the boat scene.
I dreamed it would be?
To the boats!
It will be.
You know,
And
when
what
I
if it
when I
is?
first saw the trailer for,
What do I do
well,
then?
when I first heard about Tangled, back then when it was called Rapunzel, they said they kind of based the artistic style on a painting and all that, and they kind of built like all the info on that, and I was like, oh, this that sounds interesting. But when I saw the trailer with all its wackiness and it being all tangled, I thought, no, fuck that.
I suddenly feel the need to strut my funky stuff.
Yeah. And then I remember one Christmas, Tangled was on, and I thought, well, alright, I'll give it a go. And then, I switched it on, and then it was the love song on this boat, and I'm like, oh my god, this looks fucking... there, and I was like, I saw all that, and it's like, oh my god, this is stunning.
Yeah, my sister had to tell me about Tangled. I legit didn't know about it.
Yeah.
But I really like the horse.
Yeah, and then so I watched the rest of the movie, and I was like, oh my god, I want to watch the rest of it. So I ended up buying it, and then watched it all the way through, and I was like, oh my god, I totally missed out. This is awesome.
Yeah. The Kingdom Hearts version is noticeably lacking music.
I should have given it to you before,
not music, songs.
And the thing is,
yeah, it would have been good with the song, especially in this, especially in that bit and this bit here, because it's one of the most beautiful songs I've ever heard. Oh, and they've actually brought back all the voice actors for this for the Tangled world.
That's great. In terms of that's
Oh, and that's Mandy Moore doing the voice of Rapunzel, her second time in a Kingdom Hearts game.
Haha!
She was the voice of Aerith in the first game.
I'm sorry.
Cool.
Everything is fine. There's just something I have to
And
take
she
care
did a
of.
fantastic job.
Indeed she did.
Okay.
Until Mina Savari came along and fucked it up. She sounded so hollow.
It's all right, Pascal.
Which is ironic considering there were so many Heartless.
Pascal, that was the iguana's name.
Chameleon.
Chameleon, sorry.
Yeah. That's good. Sora and Goofy not ruining the moment.
They appreciate the moment, Sora.
But the Heartless will.
It's time for these wet blankets to go.
Oh. Nobody's.
Yeah.
Question: which is creepier, Heartless or Nobody's?
They both have their creep factor. Well, it depends on the specific species. I'm a big fan of this design for these Nobodies. Like, you see them, when you first see one, it's a flower, like in camouflage, and it turns into like a Grim Reaper figure. That's pretty cool. That's pretty metal. But which is scarier? I would say Nobody's actually, because a lot of the Heartless seem like just dangerous animals, whereas Nobody's, there is the distinct feeling that they used to be people. They're a bit more...
Yeah.
I mean, Heartless used to be people too, but there's less of that implication in their design and movement. Like the Dusks here, that they're very humanoid in their design.
Yeah. I mean, Heartless look a bit silly in my opinion.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, they look completely
Whereas
Nobody's can be
pass.
actually unsettling.
Yeah. They could pass for Silent Hill monsters.
Like,
I mean, what are the name of those things again?
the Dusks.
The Dusks, yeah. I can see them as Silent Hill monsters.
Yeah. Well, they are literally just like empty shells that used to be people.
Yeah. I mean, imagine them made of flesh, just walking around a fog town.
Oh god, that would be terrifying.
Yeah.
Here we go. Try this.
And I'm going to stop at a Moogle store. I've used up my Moogle coin. Basically a get out of death card. Are you looking forward to the next? This game. You can mount enemies into cool. Have you had a chance to play a bit more of this game, Ian?
Not yet.
No. I won't bother asking Sam, I know the answer, he's had shit to do.
Oh god, yeah, I've been busy.
Yeah.
Though, you might be interested to know, in Resident Evil 2 I've unlocked an infinite ammo handgun. So I was going around shooting shit. I even actually managed to get Mr. X down to his knees.
Eugene?
I don't think he can actually,
Eugene!
I don't think you can actually kill Mr. X.
He's run
from
off
everything
You
you told
can't
me.
kill him, you can literally only just get him. Originally you could temporarily kill him.
Who are
and
you?
have items to, you know, you could take items from his not unconscious corpse and then he wouldn't turn up again until the...
Forget Flynn Rider.
Well,
you know where you
until the next
belong,
scripted moment.
and it's not with him. Now.
David, oh,
Rapunzel! Mother?
She just took out two Reaper nobodies with a branch.
Mother?
You know.
Are you all right? Are you hurt?
Mother, how did you...
I was
Weak
so
nobodies.
worried about you, dear. So I followed you, and I saw
Oh,
them
mind you,
attack you.
I think they're in league with each other.
Let's
Like,
go.
'cause they have
Before
met.
come to.
Before they come to, they're dead. They disintegrated. They ain't coming to.
Oh yeah, let's see, so Peter say mentioned about getting the hard drive. Yeah, I'm thinking of getting an extra hard drive to plug into mine when they come out. So
Yeah,
Sony
same.
releases one of their own.
Hey, isn't that Rapunzel? Wait! Rapunzel! Oh.
Show some decorum.
Marluxia!
The girl has found her dear mother. You should let them be.
And why is that?
Because
Marluxia.
Rapunzel is far too important.
Yeah.
Atop her tower, she must remain out of sight and live out her days with Mother Gothel.
And never see anyone else?
But that's like locking her in some prison.
That is exactly what it's like. Rapunzel's hair holds the powerful magic of healing. And yes, Mother Gothel wants it for herself, as do others. And if Mother Gothel's actions will protect Rapunzel, preserve her, then she is doing the organization a favor.
What favor?
Let's say she's keeping Rapunzel on the shelf for us. An extra pawn in case you fail to find the remaining Guardians of Light. And we have occasion to call on other Hearts of Light instead. A new 7 hearts to fill out the ranks.
New 7 hearts?
Yes. 7 who inherited the princess's light after their role was fulfilled.
So you don't care about her? You guys just want Rapunzel for your own purposes. Well, you're done here.
I just knew you would go and make a scene. Very well. Then it's lights out for you.
Hey, it's Cher. Ah. Well, that was
such a sound sleeper.
Unexpected. They really went all out on the animation.
And that's how she knew.
Please speak up, Rapunzel. You know how I hate the mumbling.
I am the lost princess, aren't I?
Be careful, Rapunzel. Smash a bottle and
Did
jab
I
her in the
mumble,
throat.
Mother? Or should I even call you that?
Oh, Rapunzel. Do you even hear yourself? Why would you ask such a ridiculous question?
It was you!
Did
It was
I
all
mumble,
you.
motherfucker?
Everything I did was to protect you.
Apparently not, because I mumble.
I've spent my entire life hiding from people who would use me for my power. Rapunzel.
Now let's go
I should've
downstairs and
been
have some
hiding
acorn soup.
from you.
Where will you go? He won't be there for you.
What did you do to
Malcolm
him?
McDowell's come over with a
Like
Twix.
criminals to be hanged for his crimes. No, it's all right.
They cut my cameo out from the
All
game.
of this is as it
Shit.
But they paid me
No.
some reimbursement.
You were wrong
An
about the
entire
vault.
cart of
And
wagon
you were
wheels.
wrong about me. And I will never let you lose my hair again.
Oh, shut up, Buddha.
Malcolm McDowell. One comment I have to make about this game, they toned down the violence somewhat. You think?
Now I'm...
Yeah, Rapunzel's totally not pulling out a knife to stab her mom.
Yeah, that's true. I suppose they might have. I mean, Dream Drop Distance at a Hunchback of Notre Dame level. They would have had to tone that down a bit.
Oh god, you've become Scott Hall. There, I go. Who the bad guy?
Hey, yo.
You know, she was voiced.
You know, Vince McMahon didn't actually know Scarface was a thing when Scott started doing that.
We keep calling his name and shaking him.
Of course he
But he
didn't.
won't open his eyes.
Yeah, he apparently had to be convinced it was a good idea and thought it was his original idea until after the thing became a success and he went, yeah, he based it on Scarface.
Unresponsive sidekick.
This is the guy who's never heard of Pirates of the Caribbean.
No, there's no way he hadn't heard of Pirates of the Caribbean when he greenlit Paul Burchill.
He was like, they said, well, what's he doing? He's being a pirate. Oh, you mean like, the other pirate guy?
Nice work, Max.
No, he's based it off a movie. What movie? Pirates of the Caribbean. Never heard of it. Make him a heel.
How did I end up? Oh no!
I still love the fact that he hated Chris Jericho's scar.
That's right.
He also,
In
when
her
Daniel
mother's
Bryan
tower.
debuted, he made a big point
This
of
calls for a rescue.
He's a great wrestler. I really enjoyed working with him, Vince.
He doesn't even have a TV!
Yeah, that was actually his entire thing. Apparently, Chris Jericho, after the first episode of NXT, went to sing Daniel Bryan's praises to Vince, and all Vince could say was, he just focused on that. Here again, this is the man who also got mad at Chris Jericho for wearing a scar.
Who's never heard of Pirates of the Caribbean? Vincent Kennedy McMahon, apparently.
Again, Vince,
although I don't
my
believe it.
Look, my understanding is that Vince McMahon lives in his own little world. He lives in his own wee little bubble that he does not like to leave, and if he so much as try to make him leave or try to make him acknowledge the rest of the world, he gets very, very angry about it.
He's like a rich, successful version of Chris Chan.
Oh.
Oh. Yeah, but this guy's had children.
Exactly.
But then again, he did want to have an incest angle. Enough already.
Get out of our way!
Which is why I said rich and successful.
Yeah. Apparently Vince has always wanted to book an incest angle.
Yes, I know. It's very worrying.
Stephanie, I'd like you to do an incest angle with me.
No way.
Okay, you can do one with Shane while I watch In the Closet dressed as Batman.
Just Batman. Why do I get the feeling that we're just a 60s Batman?
Whatever Batman is. I heard it somewhere.
Now, come on. Vince was still a part of the world until 1984.
Until he no longer had to be, and then his...
Yeah, that's basically it. Vince was part of the world until he no longer had to be.
I've never owned a television, nor have I been to the movies.
Well, again, he's literally never taken a day off, because he's Vince McMahon.
Why did my wife leave me?
I want a divorce. Oh god. Remember when that whole storyline where he somehow managed to get Linda into a coma, kept her drugged, and then started making out with people in front of her. Because he's Vince McMahon and he's a fucking weirdo.
The general consensus, at least among the IWC, seems to be that Vince is a lot closer to his on-screen persona than he would have you believe.
So I've heard.
Apparently you never heard of Is either.
Never heard of what?
It.
I know.
Because apparently the rumour goes that Matt Bourne wanted to do an evil clown thing.
Yeah.
Based on It, I think. But this might be years before it. Or it might be just based on like overall fear of clowns that Vince has never
He might
heard
have
of.
read the book.
Nope, he's never heard of it.
I don't know. No,
Vince lives in a very happy world where everything good happens and he thinks all clowns are good. So he's like, no, you're going to be a nice clown. I don't read books.
Well, no, if he had, he would have taken that whole gangbang that was in the book out and made that into a storyline. It's Vince. Keep in mind, if he thought he could market something to kids, he would. If Vince thought he could literally get a wrestler and cover them in bees and somehow market it to children, he would.
I give you Doink the Clown, covered in...
A good clown, covered in bees.
Good. Oh yeah, because Vince still believes in the good and evil thing, and keeping in mind, again, the most perplexing thing to me was that if Vince had his own way, Steve Austin would never have worked for WWE. And I don't want to live in that world. Oh, and on that list of things that have made Vince angry, they did mention that one where he got angry at Linda because they lost the game of periods to Stephanie and Triple H.
God damn it! Is it too hard to win a game?
To the extent where they could hear him on the other side of the house.
Is it just me, or are the heartless multiplied?
What the fuck is wrong with you? Slap!
Hurry!
Oh god, the sad thing is he probably did that. That's the word.
How hard is it to hit a ball?
He doesn't like losing, from what I understand.
A McMahon is a winner.
Well, yeah, didn't he? I think that Ollie told me once there was some instance where he lost a game. He was losing a game bowling, so he stole the guy's shoes and threw them in the trash.
I don't know if he lost the game of bowling or if the guy had otherwise pissed him off, but he did, like, it was a network executive somewhere, and, well, he, for some reason or another, ran afoul of Vince, so away go his shoes.
Well, the thing is that Vince McMahon changed, from what I understand, it changed his mind on what makes him angry. I mean, he got mad. Apparently, one of the reasons Braun Strowman's being punished is because he used wrestler terms. Because he used the term title shot. That made Vince angry. Vince hates certain words.
Yeah. Yeah, instead of saying title match, apparently.
Yeah, they're not allowed to say hospital, they've got to say to a local medical facility. They're not allowed to say title belt, strap, or, you know, anything like that.
Here we go!
I am so sick of that word. Dad, it's just a word.
It's just a word. No,
no, apparently it's the word belt he doesn't like.
Has horrible flashbacks to his childhood.
Oh.
Well, to be fair, apparently Vince was abused a lot as a kid.
Yeah, that's probably it.
Well, we can postulate on, like, what we've managed to piece together from everything we've heard about the man, but Vince McMahon will never not be an enigma.
Oh god, yeah. Vince McMahon himself is an enigma. He's a strange human being with the most childish of humours, which is apparently why him and Triple H get on as much as they do. Well, you know, Vince McMahon finds poop jokes and fart jokes funny. That's literally all there really is to him. I just watched Brian Zane's latest review, well, wrestling movie review, which was The Chaperone, where he had a parody of Triple H interfering, commenting everything was so awful. Hello there, Brian Zane.
You know, I miss Vince Russo. He's a funny guy.
Oh, Russo did spend a while last year constantly begging Vince to, you know, hire him again. Hire me, bro.
I would, but I'm kind of busy.
Yeah, Stephanie McMahon's the reason he went
drowning Sam out. Oh! No, she did still knife him in the gut.
Oh, is it Kinky Friday already? Oh!
The tower! I know! I'm going!
There was no blood, he seemed to be okay. He just had a bit of an ice cream coming.
I wonder if I'll get the ability to glide again.
Yeah, I've really got to get back to rewriting Spot Monkeys.
Enough already! Stop fighting!
Who's ever heard of a scary clown?
Every minute of the rest of my life, I will fight! I will
I think the only way to
Clowns are
convince him
funny.
it's scary is to actually to scare him in his sleep.
No,
I'm pretty sure
not
he's
the
afraid
scary
of
clown. No, no. Ah!
I think the closest thing to a scary clown he knows of is
I'll
your
never
gold
run.
dust.
I'll never try to
Oh
escape.
God,
Just
I'm
let
too
me
scared to
Again.
fire him.
And you and I will
All
be
gold
together.
dust really was to him back
Forever.
then was
Just
you
like
know,
you
gay
want.
panic.
Everything will be the way it was. I promise.
No, no,
Just like
don't
you
come
want.
near me. You'll make me
Just
gay.
let me heal him.
I wouldn't be surprised if Vince thought that's how it works. Use that backwards. Get away from
Okay.
gold dust, Stephanie. Did Shane get away from him? He didn't get sprayed with gay, did he?
Eugene!
That's one of the weirdest things from The Simpsons I've ever heard.
I'm so sorry.
He didn't spray you
Everything is
with
gonna be okay,
gay.
though.
No. Rapunzel.
Well, how does that even
I
work?
promise.
Is it like a scorpion venom
No.
or something?
I can't let you do this.
Oh. Make it sound like it's a
I
bad
can't
thing.
let you die.
Well, to be fair, there is a solution to the
But
Jack
if you
problem.
do this,
Yes.
but if
Look
you
at
do
the
this, then you
comment.
will die.
Hey, it's gonna be okay.
Zap.
I can't let you die.
Wait.
Oh.
You could have waited for her to heal you.
What? No!
He chose to sacrifice himself.
You could have waited to be healed though. Like, she still would have been there.
What have you done?
Yeah, but see, he had to stop.
What have you
Oh, well, it would have been too late. She would have dragged her off.
Or at least wait to be healed just enough that you won't die from the wound. Well, I suppose it's all academic as he doesn't die from the wound anyway. Spoiler alert.
The war wound.
Ah, the war wound. Okay.
Fall into darkness. We can't allow her near our pure light now. Her presence would only cast a pall over it.
How appalling. Oh, boss fight time, I reckon.
Okay, this wasn't in the film.
Bring it on! Defeat Mother Gothel's Heartless. Because Mother Gothel has a Heartless.
And it looks like a tree.
They're not dead, it's clear. We must smoke it till it's dead.
I like this weapon.
Here we go.
You know, I really think, if anything, I'm disappointed with Resident Evil 2 is that they didn't make Fire Irons any more creepy.
See ya.
Total missed opportunity there. Well, look, the closer you get to him being creepy, apart from, you know, the whole him stealing the child,
It's over.
was, you know, his whole talk on how much he loves Saxon.
I'm gonna make her into a fine trophy.
It's funny he's mentioned in his diary, I don't know if you were there when I was reading it, but you can actually read his diary in Claire's scenario where he mentions about himself ejaculating to, you know, cutting animals. That's supposed to be disturbing.
Tokyo School Life. A visual novel coming to the Switch. I love visual novels.
I did play the Metal Gear Solid one. And I do actually own the Silent Hill one on the Game Boy. Yeah, I picked it up for 20 quid. Now I'll just now if I want to play it again, I just need to pick up I just need to pick up a Game Boy disc player off the GameCube to play it. I mean, I can't read the fucking thing, but you know, it delves more into Sybil.
Well, what's the point if you can't read it?
There are fan translations.
Did you get a fan translation?
I have read them. I have read them alongside the game, yeah.
Sounds time consuming.
It's time consuming, yes, but it's a fucking visual novel, what do you expect? But it's just you choose how it goes. That's what you need to translate.
I know, but looking between the translation and the game...
Yeah, I know, it kind of just defeats its own purpose, I suppose, but... It's Silent Hill, and it's based off the first one.
Apparently it didn't get a Western release because the translators in the West didn't like it.
It does take... There are multiple different endings, and yes, I can see why. I mean, there's one where you're literally Sybil watching her own funeral.
Here we go.
Drill punch. I think this might be my favourite weapon so far.
Thank you. Here we go. Go on.
Yeah, I told you going to the Toy Story world, so it's like, it should be worth it.
Yeah.
Even if you don't have Don Rickles.
The absence of Don Rickles was indeed an unfortunately noticeable thing.
You know who else checks body parts in their trunk? Jeffrey Dahmer. Sometimes it's toy serial killer. The toys didn't go missing. They weren't giving away at charities or anything. Mr. Potato Head murdered them all.
Gotcha.
And he had the audacity to call Woody a murderer.
Don't go. Stay with me, Eugene. Oh. Flower, gleam, and glow. Let your power shine. Make the clock reverse.
Rapunzel.
Bring back what once was mine.
Rapunzel.
What?
Rapunzel. You were my new dream.
And you were mine.
Okay, it's starting to look like we can only fit one world into a stream now.
Bring out the Ferrero Rocher.
Heal what has been hurt. Change the fate's design. Save what has been lost. Bring back what once was mine. What once was mine.
One more world. No.
Oh, come on, Ollie. One more world. Oh, he's trying to make it a thing again.
Rapunzel?
Eugene.
Did I ever tell you I've got a thing for brunettes?
Eugene!
Hey, you can sell all that hair down at the wig shop. You'll be quids in.
Yeah.
Wow, Rapunzel, you're finally gonna get to see your real home.
I know. I mean, I can't believe it. I can finally be with my real family. I couldn't have done it without your help.
You're welcome.
Well, from where I'm standing, the kingdom couldn't ask for a better princess. And I couldn't have asked for better sidekicks. Thanks.
Yes, thank you so much.
Mm-hmm. Now, Flynn, you and Maximus play nice.
Huh? Fine.
You're gonna be great.
Huh?
We haven't seen the guy controlling the monsters in a while, so that's one less worry.
But there's still a chance that he might be around here somewhere.
Well, if he comes back and tries to bother Rapunzel again, then Flynn will keep her safe. And we three won't be far behind.
Come on. Rapunzel's the tough one, if you ask me.
True. But nevertheless, I won't let her out of my sight.
Oh, Eugene.
Eugene?
Oh, that's my real name. Eugene Fitzherbert. That's right. I never told you guys.
That's different.
I think it's a great name.
Me too. Nice to re-meet you, Eugene.
Hey, I thought I was the only one you were going to tell?
Don't worry. I've saved plenty of Fitzherberty secrets just for you.
Really?
Hey! What are you two lovebirds talking about?
Nothing!
Nothing.
Oh, you can tell us.
Yeah, it's not nice to keep secrets.
This one is none of your business.
Maximus, get him!
Huh? You have got to be kidding me!
About 300 miles behind, to be exact. Ever after, I keep with an emphasis on magic. Form changes, Mirage Star. I think I'm probably going to stick with the one that turns into a hammer and then a fucking drill gauntlet.
Yeah, that's actually a much better option in my humble opinion.
Ah, it's them.
Another world where we got doodly squat. You sure this box thingy's even real?
Yes.
Yeah, just how do you know that?
It is etched.
It's what?
Come with me.
Where to? Those bozos ain't gonna help us. Sora's sure not looking for the box.
Who said anything about following them?
No.
Peace.
The Tangled world took about as long as Tangled the movie.
Wow.
What? We're too late?
Yes. Evan would know all about the replicas from his time as Vexen in the organization. He was recompleted like the rest of us, but he didn't regain consciousness. After Lee left, he must have woken and taken his leave. Alias here and Dylan went out and turned the whole town upside down to try and find him.
How many times are you gonna
But no Evan.
How many times are you gonna
That's
have
not
to kill
good.
her? At least
What about
once
his
more,
research?
apparently.
Unfortunately, his work on the replicas was incomplete. There may still be documents around, but all of them from well before he made any significant progress.
Do you have any idea where he might go?
There's no place that he could go now that he's human. He has no means of leaving this world.
The dark corridors.
Are beyond his faculties and mine now.
but not everyone's. What if Evan was taken?
Of course! The organization could also use the replicas.
To fill out their ranks.
We better go tell Master Yen Sid. And Sora. And the others, too.
How many times do I have to kill you, boy? Yes, an Aladdin reference.
Humanity is a precious gift, and yet you desire to return to the organization?
Try.
Oh yes, of course.
Ah, good man.
My eradication at Axel's hands was enough to learn where not to place my trust.
So strong.
He gave you a second lease on life.
He ripped me away from the one thing I care
He's
about.
a Radian.
I don't require humanity. Give me my research. I must see it to fruition, no
Think about
matter
his
the
big hat,
cost.
count as a staff.
The replicas.
Big long beard, Indian.
Yes. Soon they will replace, not just replicate. Given a heart, they can become just as real as any human.
Did you buy
What
the box
excellent
set?
tidings.
I have not bought the box set.
I would hate
yet,
to
no.
think we invited you back into our ranks, only for you to fail to deliver our final vessel, Vexen.
This game is not big on letting you save stopping points, is it?
Vexen.
You guys should check it out.
Okay, on your first visit, you'll start your voyage at one of the zone's waypoints.
I think you're ready for a teeny ship.
Okay, well.
Let's see.
Right, I'm gonna save, and we're at the 3-hour mark. I think that's a good place to end.
I think that's good enough, yep.
Yeah. So, guys, where can the internet find more of you?
You can find me on Murasaki's Pit, where I haven't decided what I'll be doing next. So I'll be open to any suggestions at this point.
Right.
And you'll find me within the Grey Walls, where I'll be continuing Spider-Man DLC.
But that's it. Thanks for tuning in. We will see you next time.